Jill here. I hope everybody's having a great day today. I was tagged by my wonderful, beautiful friend Kathy from Kathy's Favorite Things to do this tag. It's How Are You Holding Up tag. So there is 7 questions to this tag. So let's start. So how are you holding up? So to be quite truthful, I'm holding up pretty well. The thing that hurts my heart and makes me emotional often from time to time these days is not being able to see my grandsons, not being able to see my family, not being able to see my mom. Things like that, that's really making me emotional. I know last Saturday my husband and I were watching a show and it was about family and I got really emotional just because I miss my grandchildren, I miss my children, I miss my family. I really do, like many of us do. It's hard. Thank goodness that we have, I've never done it before, but I'm learning because I've been FaceTiming, I'm not really sure if I'm saying it right, with my friend Janet Kay, and I've been doing this with my children. So on Sunday, when it's usually our Easter dinner, we are going to, my children and us, are going to get together and put our phones on, and so we can all eat and see each other through FaceTime, I think that's what it is. I'm not really sure if I'm saying it right. I'm not technology. So anyway, I am holding up pretty good. In the beginning of everything, I was okay. I wasn't afraid. And as time went on, it seemed to be like most of us, you know, we're the unknown, the fear of the unknown, I guess. I'm not really sure. And now that they've moved, adjusted things in the grocery stores to go and get things where there's long lineups, 6 feet apart, so many in at a time, I feel like we're in I don't know how I would say it properly, I should say, but I feel like we're in like zombies almost, where we're moving along and doing what we're told. And you know, even at my office, we've adjusted everything where it's only one person to drop off or pick up, one person in our office at a time. If somebody's in there dropping off or picking up, the other person has to stay outside. So it's an adjustment for sure, like for many of us, you know, for sure. The next question number 2, are you binge watching anything? Well, I'm not a real TV person, and plus I'm not home. I'm an essential worker, so I'm really not home to watch, but on the weekends, you know, I'm not usually home on the weekends, on Saturday anyway, so have I been binge watching? I'm a big fan of Will and Grace, and I'm a big fan of 2.5 Men. So I've been, you know, watching things like that and really enjoying it, you know, 3 or 4 episodes at a time. But other than that, I don't watch too much more. Usually it's series that I really loved from way back, like I don't know what the other series that I may watch. Frankie and Grace, or Grace and Frankie, I'm not quite sure, and I love that. So yeah, I've binge watched that a little bit for sure. So that's what I've been doing. My husband loves to watch movies. He's a big movie buff, so he watches all kinds of movies at this time. But he's working too. He's an essential worker as well. Number 3, how are you spending your time while sheltering in place? So I go to work every day, Monday to Friday. So I leave quite early in the morning, and going into work, it's really quiet. It really is. But as the day progresses, people get out just a little bit more. And then on the weekends, Saturday, which I'm never off, but I've been off since last Saturday was my first Saturday off, so this is my second. I just, you know what we've been doing? My husband says he'd rather go to work because he's been working more here than at work. But you know, we took the time to wash down our kitchen, our dining room, our living room. So this weekend I said, well, maybe we can finish the hallway and then the basement and our bedroom. So he's like, oh, I don't think I want to do that. But that's what we've been doing, keeping ourselves busy. He goes out in his garage often, and I'm in the house generally crafting. That's where I usually am, if I'm not, you know, catching up on YouTube videos, stuff like that. But that's what I've been doing. Number 4. Are you crafting more or less? Definitely more. I'm enjoying it. I'm really de-stressing and enjoying it, making something and then going out of my craft room and coming back a few hours later to start up something else. It is fun. I'm enjoying that part for sure. Number 5, is your family crafting with you? No. Generally, Phoenix, my grandson, would come over with Grandma and we would craft every other Friday night or sometimes on Sunday. But he hasn't been able to come over, so we're both feeling that little sadness a little bit. But he calls me and I show him little things that I've been crafting, and he just loves it. And then the other day, my husband and I, we went and dropped off a whole bunch of little crafting items that I had here for Phoenix, so he could do them at home and keep busy, because he loves that. So I dropped that off for him. So maybe he's crafting with me, I guess you could say, after dropping off a few items for him to do. So yeah, so I'm crafting alone. My husband never ever would he craft with me. Number 6, how are your fur babies dealing with you being home? Well, my fur babies at any given time love that we're home, and when we're home, and I'll tell you, when we're gone and we come home, it's like they've never seen us before in their life. They're like that every time we come in, so the excitement is there for them. Although on Saturdays I did find that my dogs, both of them, were laying on us more and being around us more, almost to say, what are you doing home? So anyway, we're enjoying that just as much as our fur babies are too. The only thing I miss is they got to go and have to go to the groomers. I don't know how to do it myself. I have to get their nails done because they sound like river dance on our floor when they're walking, because they need to get to the groomers. But you know what? It is what it is, and we'll just make do. It's like everybody else. And then, how are you shopping nowadays is question number 7, the last question. How am I shopping nowadays? I am not online like everybody else, but of course now everything is prioritized as to the need they feel that it should go out, which is fine with me. I've had many orders placed with AliExpress and other things that are just trickling, and I mean trickling, one item every week coming in, if that. And then for work, I have to order things, and it's curbside pickup, so I order whatever I need and then I have to go and get it, which is fine. I'm good with that too. We all had to make an adjustment in this world of what's been going on with all of us. Imagine the whole world is going through what we are going through. We are all living the same thing these days. It's a little bit scary. It really is. I was not afraid, and I'm not afraid to get the virus. I'm afraid for people to get the virus, but myself, I think I'm in good enough health that I could probably fight this. But I worry about the elderly, I worry about the little ones, I worry about anybody that has any kind of, immune system that's compromised, such as my sister Karen, who is in chemotherapy. She's wanted to come into the office a few times now, and I've told her, no, you cannot. I cannot be responsible for her having to fight the battle she's fighting with cancer, and then as well fighting a battle of this COVID-19. So, it's just, in those ways, I get sad. I get sad when I can't see my kids, my friends. I mean, we have alternatives. I think the world altogether is telling us, you know what, guys? Stop and smell the roses. Appreciate every moment that we have. I do hope that the world becomes more appreciative. I know I am. I'm starting to really appreciate things that I was just took for granted every day, such as going freely into and out of any store that I wanted to. When is it going to be back to normal? We'll never know. Not right now anyway. Soon, we all hope. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I am tagging anybody who would love to do this tag. I'm tagging you guys. So that is it for today, guys. Please take care of one another. Be kind to one another, because we're all in this together. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.